In today's video, I'm going to be junk journaling. I'm doing my March 2025 recap. So I have my box full of supplies, I have my stickers, and my decorative construction paper. It doesn't really take much. So you can either journal with me or you can just watch. But let's get started. So I'm going ahead and getting things prepped and ready. I feel like with junk journaling, you want to kind of have everything together so then you can just place it. So I'm cutting things up like my receipts, getting some sticky notes, stickers, decorative paper. I even got this cool bag from a store that I went to, so I'll be using that as well. And so once I have everything together, I'm going to go ahead and get started and go to the next empty page. So if you looked at my previous videos, I did January, February, and now it's time to do March. March was a month full of a lot of exciting things. I can't put it all on this page, but I'm going to try to do the highlights. I'm starting off with some decorative paper. These are very small, I even cut them up, and so I'm just going to try to place it and figure out where it'll work best on this page. And I'm just going to write March, one letter on each paper. That's what I did for February. I saw this on a video and I just thought it's a great way to make your words stand out on your page when you're junk journaling. Having some decorative paper behind it, and the letters pop, I feel like it really brings everything out. So now I'm kind of figuring out how is this gonna fit. And this is the bag that I was talking about. I went to a store with my sister and we got these thank you bags. And I'm like, I might as well use this as the background on one of the pages, because it was just really cool. So now that I have it cut, I'm just going to try to see how I can make it fit. What angle, what direction do I want the paper to go in? I try not to overthink junk journaling, but if I'm being honest, that's something that I'm working on. It's kind of just going with the flow, like a little kid, just creating a craft and going about your day, making it fun and simple. If you have any junk journaling suggestions or questions, feel free to leave it in the comments below too. I would love to get some other ideas because this is new for me and I'm still trying to learn what's the best supplies to use. For this, I'm using my tape roller. I really love a tape roller. I actually need more. But there's a lot of other things that I want to get for this hobby and for this craft. But this makes it easy to just stick things on, especially if you don't have glue or, regular tape. So I decided to go ahead and just put it on one side of the page and then do something different on the other side. Now on the other side, I'm going to use my washi tape. I got this tape from Shien. If you looked at my previous videos, you can see where I got these supplies from. You can also look in the description below to see where I bought these things, like the journal, the tape, the stamps, so on and so forth. So definitely check out the description below. But I'm using purple tape. I have this plaid tape and then this solid purple. I really like washi tape. It's not very sticky, it's very simple to use and it makes things stand out. So now I just gotta arrange the words and try to figure out how it's gonna work. For February, I put them in the middle, but for March, I'm kind of thinking to just put it at the top. I was trying to see how it was going to work because it has an odd number of letters and I didn't want it to be in the middle where the page flips. So I figured it out. I put 3 on one side and then 2 on the other side, the letters. Yeah, once I'm finished with putting the letters March, I'm going to go in with the stamp. I really like these mini stamps. I got this from Shien as well. It was very cheap. It's very simple. And it's really cool. I like stamps. I always liked stamps as a kid. Like getting stamps, but also being able to use them. So to have my own miniature stamp set is pretty cool. But I'm just putting 2025 recap. Now, this time, I learned to put them back in order. Now, the last video, I was just putting the stamps wherever, and it made it so difficult to try to go in and use them again. So I'm making sure I'm doing each number, each letter, and then putting them back exactly how I found. And then I'm also like dabbing off the excess ink. So if you have stamps, make sure you do that so it doesn't get super messy. But that's all I did with the stamps. And now I'm trying to add something I got from the Criterion closet, but I don't know that it's going to work. I have a coaster thingamabob from my drink when I went to BJ's and went to a restaurant with some friends, and I really wanted to put the Criterion closet piece that I have there on the paper, but I don't think it's gonna work. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep moving on and go ahead and put on this clover. You know, March, St. Patrick's Day, why not put a sticker of a clover? I found it in my sticker book and I'm like, this is gonna be perfect. And then I also have the Whataburger sign from my Whataburger bag. Remember, you can also add things like receipts, like I said, the coaster that I had there, stickers. You can just pretty much do whatever you want. That's kind of what the hobby is about. Doing what you want, creating, and just going with the flow. So now I'm also putting like a receipt that I got from Lowe's because I bought some plants this month. And I have plants again. I'm super excited because I haven't had plants in a while. But I'm trying to grow some fruit and some veggies and take care of my succulent. So I went to Lowe's and I got a few of those things like strawberries, peppers, so on and so forth. So I'm including that as well because that was like one of the highlights of my month is getting some fruits and veggies. And then I also have a sticker where me and my sister went on a sister date at a new coffee shop. And it was pretty good. I enjoyed it. And so I got one of their stickers because I'm like, I can add this to my junk journal. I don't know if anybody else does that, but ever since I started this hobby, I'm looking around for things that I can add to it. Now, I can't add everything, obviously. As you saw, I tried to add the Criterion closet piece of paper and it just wasn't working. So we're going to have to figure something out later. But I'm trying to fit what I can. Now, the coaster here, I didn't expect to get, but I was eating and I was like, you know what? I'm going to slide this coaster in my bag and we're going to use it. And I think the cool part about the stickers is it's so diverse. I had a strawberry sticker, a pepper sticker, which is some of the things that I planted this month. So that was cool. And now I'm just kind of writing the highlights of my month. If you can't include everything in your junk journal or your scrapbook, I suggest you get like a notepad or a sticky note and just write some of the highlights. So this month, a lot of my highlights have to do with spending time with friends and family, also getting plants and being able to start growing some fruits and vegetables, you know, hopefully that goes well, but also being able to try new things like the new cafe that I went to. And there's so many other things. But I think this is a really great hobby for capturing memories. I'm really big on doing that. And so, yeah, being able to look back and remember some of the things you did, even if they were really small. And so now I'm just writing that I became a plant mom again in March. It was just a big space there, so I'm like, I might as well just write something. Now for the things that didn't fit, I'm probably just gonna put it on the next page and make it something else. And don't forget to subscribe. If you enjoy junk journaling or have any suggestions, definitely let me know. But yeah, this will be the next page that I do because it just did not fit. And this is my March 2025 recap, junk journal edition. So far, I really love this new hobby. I definitely think you should try to junk journal. Just look at it. March, look at that. And then even February was really good. I really like this monthly recap, so I'm going to keep it up. And each month, just try to do a summary of what went on. Just capturing memories one page at a time. And don't forget, I will have all the supplies that I use and everything linked in the description below. And if you have suggestions, definitely let me know as well. Don't forget to like this video, share, and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And stay tuned for more junk journaling videos. Bye.